So this is a poem. It's called Getting Used to My Skin, but it doesn't fit right. Yeah. All right. The mall during Christmas. People fluttering about like moths to flames. Material wants on their minds. You're thinking about a boy who wants to take you out again. He's dreamy and unimaginable. But back on Earth, your mother says she doesn't want to buy you anything unless you try it on first. She says she doesn't want to come back. She doesn't want to have to come back on the 26th and return it all because it doesn't fit, like last year. You're sweating because you're wearing the men's extra large Levi's jacket you bought for yourself 3 stores ago. You're shuffling through the sizes, pulling the hangers to the front, reaching for the ones on the back of the rack, reaching for the one at the bottom of the pile, naturally, because that's where you find the larger ones. And damn it, you forgot this store size is everything in numbers. Seems like 14 is the highest one. 14 fit last year, and aside from a couple of tattoos and shorter hair, your body really hasn't changed. In the dressing room, you make sure the thick, fake velvet curtain is pulled shut, because this body is reserved for you and that same gender security guard that is apparently watching, and maybe that boy who wants to take you out again, but that's it. Because you've taught that curves are an acquired taste. You have been taught that concave is greater than convex. You have been taught that rounded edges are to be covered. Every flaw is magnified in the dressing room mirror. Floor length and intimidating as all hell. Overhead lighting, hot and white, underline every spelling mistake in your genetic makeup. This sterile white and mocking chrome 4x4 spaces the entire world, and it's just you, your reflections, and those 6 items you brought in. And they hang like judges on their hangers as you shed your layers of mostly men's clothes, that XL jacket, that large band t-shirt, that brother's hand-me-down flannel. The men's department is always a little kinder. You stand, sports bra and fading black high-waisted jeans facing a green glass sheet. You notice the soft nuances of you. The subtle suggestion of collarbones, a chin with a built-in pillow, lovely love handles, cinnamon raisin muffin top, your fingertips trace a roadmap of belly stretch marks. You're beginning to love those imperfections. The ones that won't land you on a fashion show runway or a Vogue cover, but rather the ones that make you you. You glance back at those 6 items, waiting to be tried on, waiting for that inevitable moment of truth, waiting for that moment to prove your self-love wrong. With a bad taste already in your mouth, you try on that first button-down that can't button down, then a long sleeve that's not long enough for your arms, and a jacket with shoulder pads looking for other shoulders, another button-down with buttons straining against their holes, a simple t-shirt that turned out to be a crop top on you, and finally jeans that can't get around the idea of your thick thighs. So you give up. Retreat into your oversized menswear with a fold in your face, a crinkle in your nose, and a self-love you had a moment ago fading fast. You toss those 6 items half-assed back on their hangers, and remember, you have been taught that curves are an acquired taste. You have been taught that concave is greater than convex. You have been taught that rounded edges are to be covered. You have been taught that your scientifically normal body is not allowed in these clothes, not allowed in these stores. You have been taught that it's not okay to fit that mold. Or wait, I should say, you have been told that it's not okay to not fit that mold. Plus size relegated to a back corner or an entirely different store. You have been taught that low metabolisms are not cute. Thighs can touch, but not in these jeans. Angular faces, narrow shoulders, and even narrow hips. You look back at yourself in the mirror one last time. You remember skipping lunch earlier. You think you should skip dinner too.